Okay, next up is Megan.
Nice project to be a part of. This is called A Little Too Late, The Mouth of Potential. I met Say in Bushwick in January. It was a birthday party for a friend from college, and my brother had gone with me. We danced and ate cake, and then slightly drunker, exchanged numbers on the street. A few weeks later, I was walking in the Botanic Garden and sent a text introducing the premise for an exhibition. Did I want to write something about a painting that would never be shown? We met next in a coffee shop for the drop-off. Once again, my brother was with me. After that, the visit began. Things started as usual with me waiting till the very last minute, leaving the painting on the threshold of my consciousness until the morning Say was due to pick it up. The remaining hours were regret-filled, ecstatic, a sort of grief-stricken exaltation of the communion I'd missed. I hung the piece on my wall and hurried to form an impression. I wish I could say this wasn't the prevailing pattern, to walk right up to the edge of something and then leave it there, untended, ambivalent, for far too long. In Missing Out, psychoanalyst Adam Phillips writes that the exemptions we suffer, not just forced but also chosen, make us who we are, that we are always in relation to the myth of our potential. In writing Myth, I wrote Mouth, a fun slip, a gaping openness, the missing painting, summoning the imagination through its absence. Hanging in my room, it glittered and refracted with undue generosity, purple and green, or orange, depending on where I stood. It was abundant in a way I hadn't anticipated, and I felt pangs of guilt faced with this irrepressible sparkling, uninhibited, unrestrained, unreserved. During the weeks that followed, I fell back on habitual comforts, combing psychoanalytic texts about loss and paradox in search of a redemptive narrative. I hoped to find a generous explanation of my avoidance, or maybe just something to write about. In your 2025 book on breathing, analyst and writer Jameson Webster considers D.W. Winnicott's model of infant development. In the third of 3 stages he outlines, he describes a young baby holding and then repeatedly dropping a shiny spatula onto the floor, delighting when it is returned to them. Webster posits that only after the glittering object is ready at hand can the infant explore not having, losing it, dispensing with it, a breach that opens onto the wider world. She continues, we are thus born thrice into the world as a being who can have and be had, and as someone who can then have the courage to not have, to give some things up and look for others, to speak about what is not immediately there. In the painting's journey, the mouth gaped open. The glittering object was offered and then lost. An invitation was extended to give something up and look for words to describe it, to summon the courage to speak, and to experience communion, collectively imagining one painting alone together.